It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Feliciano. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ready?
Back to Robinson now on first down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ready. 10 black.
Second and 6. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Yellow, line. Come on, set.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the first.
Brings up fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Black 40.
Back to throw. Feliciano. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready? Liking 18. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Unlock line. Unlock lock. 70 timber. Let go.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Come on, come on. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 37. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game of the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Ready. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check smash. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Rig. Streak. Check. Up, hurt.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucks have a first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucks will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point attempt to follow here. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bucks ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Ready up.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
Let's go. Ready.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
2nd and 9.
Ready, ready. Cowboy, cowboy. 19 Lions. Ready.
Looking to throw. Harris. Got a man. That's Ward. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Vices, 60 vices.
Back to throw. Harris. Looking middle, and he's got a Bucca. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On the set.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Hands it off out of the gun. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Let's go. Ready.
Right back to him on first down. And a solid run down inside the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This 2nd and 4.
Come on. Hey, go street.
Here's a give up the middle. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Harris. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
70 Lions.
Operating from the gun. Harris. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. And Metcalf broke it. 27 yards. And the Bucks take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
The Bucks ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now he's going to step up and run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set, cut.
Back back to throw. Feliciano. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Set, hut. Yellow, 22. Ready?
Looking to throw. Feliciano. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up third down.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
It's a turnover on down.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Come on.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 vices, 60. Check smash, check smash. Mustang 19. 18, pioneer. Hut, hut.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Ready. Ready.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. These two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Down. 70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Hey, Craig.
Second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Ready up. Here we go. Set. 70 Lions. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go.
Back to throw. Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ready. 6.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Walker just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
45-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Come on. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Harris. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Back to throw. Harris. And that's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
At the 28-yard line.
Ready, ready. 33, yellow. Check.
Operating from the gun, Feliciano. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Yellow, 43.
Operating from the gun, Feliciano. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
97.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Here we go. 60 red. Ready.
They run the draw here with Robinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Feliciano. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
52 points. Ready.
On 4th down, Feliciano. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Ready. Set.
The quick throw here out wide to Pitts. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now here's a carry heading left. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final
seconds of this third quarter.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Falcons 7.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, set. Blue, 32. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Feliciano. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth.
Second and 7.
Ready, ready. Set.
Back to throw. Feliciano. And caught by London. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Trouble, 38.
On the play. And the Falcons
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
43.
Operating from the gun. Feliciano. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Red, 38.
Operating from the gun. Feliciano. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Feliciano. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Ready.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 50, green. Ready.
Looking to throw. Feliciano. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scrapped.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Black 40.
Conversion.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Falcons 15.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, look at the juke. And he returns this to the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Bronco 80, Cowboy 80. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Viking 18. Warrior 70. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
We'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, first and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 6.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Operating from the gun, Feliciano. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, fourth and 3.
A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Set, ready, set.
That's caught by Pitts. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game. Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
A gain of 3 on the
Come
play.
on, set.
First down,
Ready?
Falcons.
They'll run again here with Robinson.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
First down, Atlanta.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
50, green. Hut.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Let's go. Black. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8.
33, yellow. Ready.
He's back to throw. He finds a man with a crossing route. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Ready, break.
Now 1st and goal.
Set, hut. Yellow, 22. Set, hut.
Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready up.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Down. 45, white. Set, hut.
Back to throw. This is caught. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And they have got the lead.
That's the score. Falcons 22. Buccaneers 21.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Still going. They can't stop him. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
2. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check up.
Throwing to start the drive. Harris. Pass complete to Ward. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, smash. Mustang 19. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this is no good. He missed the field goal try, and they are out here in the wild card round. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on just 8 teams.